Chapter 2.5 Performance Review. Hi, Areana.
Justin, please come in and take a seat. I'm just gathering my notes for your performance review.
Thank you.
Okay, I've got your file here. First, I wanted to start off by saying that I've seen you make progress significantly since your first day at IT Concepts, and I'm very satisfied with your performance in general. You're responsible for many important company goals, those that have an immediate impact on the bottom line, and your decisions truly can make a difference for the company as a whole.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Now, I know you ran into some trouble with the Shop Concepts rollout. These things happen. What's important to note is how you handled it. I witnessed you make an effort to save the deal and indicate you would take responsibility and admit a mistake if this was called for. It turns out SuperSales network settings weren't capable with the product's functionality, which was a relatively simple solution. I appreciated watching you make an attempt to diffuse the tension by offering to admit fault. By doing so, you were able to provide support for our business partner and, specifically, provide assistance with changing the settings so Shop Concepts would run smoothly.
I was prepared to accept responsibility fully had the issue been with the product itself. But, luckily, my notes regarding past efforts to measure progress of IT Concepts rollouts allowed me to quickly detect that trouble with the network was the likely issue. I just needed to ask permission to remote into the network and make a few quick changes.
Excellent. Well, as you know, here at IT Concepts, we use Key Performance Indicators, or KPIs, to measure progress. These are quantifiable metrics used to ensure we're achieving our goals and objectives. There are top-level goals that the company works toward each year, and these are disseminated to each department head, so we can, in turn, create goals for each employee, which will help facilitate success. Essentially, the company has a mission, strategic objectives, KPIs, and annual goals. Based on these, each department develops strategic objectives, KPIs, and annual goals. And in turn, employees are given KPIs, annual goals, and certain operations to perform.
Right. In other words, these are goals that help the company achieve its mission statement.
You've got it. IT Concepts works to maintain strong client relationships by offering products our customer base desires. They purchase our products, which adds to our revenue, and in turn, we're able to help them with cost reduction or time management, for example.
It's a win-win.
Precisely. That being said, each order is of particular importance, and each client relationship needs to be nurtured. By asking them to participate in our vision to take their companies to the next level, we're establishing a long-term commitment to each client. We must not only obtain a contract, we must maintain it to the best of our ability. This year, we had an organizational goal of increasing our customer base by 10%, while simultaneously decreasing the number of dissatisfied clients by 5%. I think you really proved you were on board with these goals, particularly in your negotiations with SuperSales.
I wouldn't have sold Shop Concepts to David if I didn't truly believe it would make a change to SuperSales' logistical process for the better. I realized he was looking to make a choice about investing in a product that would best reduce costs along the distribution channel, and needed a program he could rely on. He couldn't afford to make a mistake. Misinterpreting the program's functionality by mistake and finding out it didn't meet criteria he had specified would mean huge problems at such a large company.
Right. You did great. I'm proud of how you were able to save the sale. Now, I have specified 3 goals for your first year here at IT Concepts, which related to our overall organizational objectives. I emailed it to you on your first day.
Yes, I have a printout here.
Perfect. Can you please read these to me?
1. Demonstrate leadership skills by developing and conducting a presentation on the marketing of shop concepts. 2. Successfully roll out shop concepts to a large client. 3. Follow up to ensure the client is satisfied with implementing shop concepts.
Yes, and we specified metrics. Can you please review these?
Deploy one program. Create a vision for one program. Secure 2 high-profile clients that are satisfied with the program's IT concepts has to offer.
Great. I realize it's only December 15th, but it appears you are certainly on track to meet all of these by the end of the calendar year. You deployed shop concepts to Super Sales, a high-profile client, and ensured David's needs were met. I know you now have a new product concept in the works, which you plan to roll out to a client next week. Can you please tell me a little more about this?
Sure. I came up with an idea for a customer relationship management (CRM) system that will help a large-scale company manage its marketing campaigns and client base. I plan to present this to Service King, which, as you probably know, is one of the top providers of third-party call centers. They provide around-the-clock telephone customer service for many well-known companies.
Great. And do you feel you can still meet a deadline you provided earlier this year for the rollout, December 23rd?
Absolutely. I know that will certainly help with our year-end sales figures, so I'm going to do my best.
If you're able to roll out next week, you'll have officially met all of your annual KPI measurements. Next year, however, I hope to see you work through any specified goals a bit more quickly. And just a heads up, these will likely be somewhat more involved now that you have a little experience under your belt. I'd love to get your input on what these should be. I'll be sending out an email for goal setting shortly after the first of the year.
I'll be ready.
Good to hear. Remember, using KPI, we'll need to establish measurable goals. So, please be thinking of what you'd like to work toward in the upcoming year. Our rating scale is doesn't meet expectations, meets expectations, exceeds expectations, and far exceed expectations. I am going to give your performance this year a meet expectations. Rest assured, you'll have plenty of time to receive an even higher rating in subsequent years.
Fair enough. Thank you, Areana.
You're very welcome. It's a pleasure having you on the team. Before you go, let's review what we've covered here.
Q&A section.
Question 1. What does KPI stand for? A. Kindle platform information. B. Knowledge performance indicators. C. Keyboard proficiency information. D. Key performance indicators. E. None of the above.
The answer is D. Key performance indicators.
That's right. Great job.
Thanks. What's next?
Question 2. KPIs are A. Measurable goals. B. Metrics. C. Top-level goals issued at an organizational level. D. Employee-specific goals. E. All of the above.
E. All of the above.
Right. And finally, question 3. How can a manager ensure a team member is working toward the organization's goals? A. Create employee-specific goals. B. Require a performance review. C. Install a camera at the employee's desk to monitor his or her actions. D. Both A and B. E. None of the above.
D. Both A and B.
Yes, very good. Now, let's review the vocabulary and business collocations in this section.
Sure.
Vocabulary: permission, costs, participate, order, obtain.
Business collocations. Business partner. cost reduction, performance review, sales figures, time management, accept responsibility, admit fault, admit a mistake, measure progress, meet criteria, meet a deadline, provide assistance, provide support, make an attempt, make a change, make a choice, make a difference, make an effort, make progress. Take responsibility, responsible for, trouble with, rely on, immediate impact, make a mistake, satisfied with, admit fault, take responsibility, by mistake, customer base, mission statement.